When the Russian president's plane touched down late, his negotiating partner wasn't going to be kept waiting. So Donald Trump's motorcade held off too, rolling up to Helsinki's presidential palace even later. It was an early departure from a summit script that was largely unwritten anyway. And when the American and Russian leaders came face to face, the US president went for flattery, despite intense pressure to talk tough.
We'll end up having an extraordinary relationship, I hope so. I've been saying, and I'm sure,
and gave only vague clues about coming talks without any official agenda.
Discussions on everything from trade to military to missiles to nuclear to China we'll be talking a little bit about China. Our mutual friend, President Xi.
When the two men emerged after their meeting, it was to herald an unlikely reset.
But our relationship has never been worse than it is now. However, that changed as of about 4 hours ago.
On major points of contention, there were seemingly few significant concessions.
Thanks to the Iranian nuclear deal, Iran became the most controlled country in the world. It submitted to the control of the IAEA. It effectively ensured the exclusively peaceful nature of the Iranian nuclear program.
On one topic, though, they joined forces, as the questions kept coming about allegations one helped the other win an election.
Would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again? President Trump, yes. You first.
So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
Putin refused to extradite 12 Russians indicted in the US last week, but Trump warmed to another suggestion.
Special Counsel Mueller can send an official request to us so that we would interrogate those individuals who he believes are privy to some crimes.
And with that, both headed home, with the promise of regular meetings in future. Part of this summit took place one-on-one without note-takers, so who knows what happened behind closed doors. But there is no suggestion of the kind of grand bargain that many of America's allies had feared. There were hopes expressed for a reset in ties, though at a time when many in Europe and the United States are calling for Moscow to be held to account. Guy Henderson, CGTN, Helsinki.